produced this album. We co-produced this with Keith Olsen in Los Angeles, Goodnight LA. And it was the first album actually we recorded in America.
And all of you guys also contributed, right? Writing?
Yeah, everybody came up with songs this time. We had, I mean, everybody, even Francis, you know, he never came up with a song, you know?
Yeah, never before, and, you know, now he came up with a good one.
Yeah, it's a great mix of Scorpion songs. I mean, in the past, it's been most of the time Rudolf and me did the songs, I did the lyrics, I wrote the music. But this time, I mean, I came up with music, you know. Francis did, Matthias, Herman, everybody. Yeah. So it's a great mix, and we had a lot of songs. It was enough stuff for a double album, I guess, you know. It was different. It was really different to work in America, and it was great to work with Keith, you know.
Right.
It really gave us this kind of relaxed feel, and we really enjoyed doing this album. We had a lot of fun.
Talk more about that. We'll have the Scorpions back with us basically the whole night. But right now it's time for number 5, Skull Crusher of the Week, debuting on the countdown. This is a great album. If you haven't gotten it yet, get it. This is Judas Priest with Painkiller. It's the Headbangers Ball. Got Klaus and Matthias from the Scorpions on the Headbangers Ball. Right. Very good. I'm excited. I'm having fun. Now, a few months ago, you guys performed at Roger Waters' Wall concert in Germany. What was that like?
That was very exciting.
I don't think there were any other hard rock bands playing, were there?
Not really. Bryan Adams maybe came close.
Other than the Scorpions, Bryan Adams were like the hardest it got.
Yeah, that's right. And that was very exciting.
Now, did Roger Waters contact you, or did you tell them you'd like to be a part of it?
Yes.
That's pretty
he called
historical
us up,
concert.
basically, and so we agreed on like being part of that show, which is different to us. We've never done something like that before, like being part of a rock opera or just playing somebody else's music on stage. We've never done that, you know. We did the opening song called In the Flesh. And it was fun to play there. And what was not so funny is that, you know, you go on stage and there are 300,000 people and you have to go off stage after only 3.5 minutes.
Right. Because everybody
that's something,
did
you know,
song and
we've never experienced before. But, you know, we had to live with that. We would have liked to stay, you know, and to play a couple of Scorpions tunes. But we had to stick to the whole, you know, structure of this musical, and but it was very, you know, very great.
Right.
I mean, we played some big shows in the last 10 years, you know, but I mean, the Wall in Berlin, for us as a German band, to be on Potsdamer Platz, on this historic location, right on no man's land, you know, it was very emotional for us. I mean, this stage was so big, it was huge. I mean, Matthias was playing in East Berlin, I was singing in West Berlin. That's how big it was, you know.
I also understand,
amazing.
Didn't it also, it was inspiration for a song that you wrote that's on the new album?
Well, no, that's more the inspiration came from Moscow. We played at the Moscow Music Peace Festival last year.
That's the song Winds of Change,
Wind of Change, right. I mean, you really could feel, I mean, the first night in Moscow, you know, we went on the river, on the Moskva, you know, with journalists from all over the world, you know, and that night the Hard Rock Cafe had set up a barbecue right in Gorky Park, you know, and they had loudspeakers and cranking up some tunes and stuff, and you know, there were like Russian soldiers and MTV people, you know, and people from all over the world, you know, and I just couldn't believe, hey, this is the heart of Moscow, you know, you're in the middle of Russia. It was, you really could feel things are changing, you know. And when I came back, the song Wind of Change came to me, you know. It was about this whole Russian experience, and 6-8 weeks later, the Berlin Wall came down. So it was all up in the air.
Be part of the historical event. And we're going to be back, of course, talking to you guys. But right now it's time to vote for this week's Ball Buster. Now we're putting last week's winner up against Jet Boy with Evil. Mickey Finn sporting the real vicious mohawk in this video. The number to call is 1-900-370-0100. Each call costs 50 cents. And now you'll see both videos. So call up and vote for your favorite, starting with last week's winner right now. We're on the Headbangers Ball with the guys from the Scorpions who have a new video which we're going to be seeing soon on the Headbangers Ball. Of course, you'll see it soon on the Headbangers Ball. And in a few minutes, you'll see the world premiere of the new Rat video, Shame, Shame, Shame. But here is number 4, Skull Crusher of the Week. Down 2 from last week, it's Motley Crue with Same Old Situation.
Hi, I'm Klaus Meiner of the Scorpions. It's the second hour of the Headbangers Ball. Videos are on the way from
AC/DC, Poison, Warrant, Iggy Pop, and Extreme.
Right now, here's the world premiere from Red. Shame, shame, shame.
Hi, Bloods.
Yeah. Hi, Bob.
I'm Ricky Rackman here on the Headbangers Ball. Now, I'm going to give you guys some titles that are going to be on the next album. And since it's not out in the stores yet, it will be out
November 6th.
November 6th.
Yeah.
So just plug the album again, and it's called
Crazy World.
Crazy
Hey,
World, the new album by the Scorpions that we're not going to tell you that it's going to be out November 6th, and we don't want to plug it too much, so we won't say go out and buy the new Scorpions album that comes out November 6th called Crazy World. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's gonna be Crazy World to as well.
So tell me some of the songs on the album. For instance, if I just mention some titles, since you guys haven't gotten the album out, which comes out November 6th, you can tell me a little bit what some of them are about. For instance, Send Me an Angel.
Send Me an Angel. I mean, that song was around for a while. You know, just the structure of the song. Rudolph played it me some years ago for the first time, and to me it was always very spiritual. You know, for me it's hard to explain. You know, where the lyrics came from. I picked it up from somewhere. You know, but it was so perfect with the music. It's a very spiritual kind of feel. You know, like here I am in the land of the morning star. Mm-hmm. It's perfect with the music. So I tried to find the right words for what the music already said.
How about Lust or Love?
Well, that song is born out of
Right.
Yeah, that song was born out of a jet lag, you know. I was in Vancouver, you know, and woke up like 4 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden the song came to me, you know.
So it's inspiration just
Inspiration
anytime.
hit
You
like
never
this,
know when
like
they're going to hit,
this.
right?
Yeah, so I called Rudolph. I said, hey, Rudolph, you have a tape recorder? I don't have a tape recorder with me, you know. I have this song, you know. I don't want to lose it, you know. I come down, you know, I tape it. So 5 o'clock in the morning, I went to Rudolph, you know, and he went, oh, you must be crazy, you know. I said, come on, let's put this on tape, you know, and we wrote the lyrics the same day, and the end of that night, it was on tape, you know, the basic structure, like a demo, like a first. We did a very good pre-production, you know, and we did some writing with a guy, Jim Valance, in Vancouver. And that same day in Jimmy's place...
Jim Valance also worked with Aerosmith before.
That's right, that's right. So we had a hell of a great time there in Vancouver, and that very day we went to Jimmy's place, wrote the lyrics together, and put it on tape, you know.
Okay. Well, we're not going to let you go that easily. We're gonna spend the whole night with these guys. Up next is Extreme. Now, Dweezil Zappa plays some guitar. You like saying Dweezil Zappa?
Dweezil, those weasels.
Dweezil plays guitar on the band's latest album, Some Guitar, and the latest album of Extreme 2, Porno Graffiti. How did he get involved with the band? Here's more.
Juno asked me to play on it, so I did. I didn't let him play too much, man, because he scares me. His guitar playing scares me. And I just wanted him just to play a little bit of solo here and there, because I'm threatened. I'm threatened.
Why did you want to be on the Extreme album?
Because Nuno's an insane guitar player, and I've been a huge fan. And then, of course, I had to have him be on my record, and he ended up co-producing it and singing all over it, and now I want to punch him. Actually, I gave him a lot of money to say that, so...
For those of you that didn't notice, if you notice that bald guy in the background, that's Mickey Finn of Jet Boy, who is in the Ballbusters. Anyways, here's Extreme with Decadence Dance. It's the Headbangers Ball with two guys from the Scorpions. Now, before we were just throwing out titles, kind of finding out what some of these songs mean to you. And now, your native tongue is German, right?
That's right.
But obviously you speak English very well.
Wir können uns auch in Deutsch weiter unterhalten. Was hältst du davon, Matthias?
Können wir machen.
Ja, das wäre gar nicht so schlecht. What do you think, Ricky?
That's just what I was going to say. Now,
you know what? In the early days, when my English was not that good, you know, I remember when we went to England, like in the 70s or stuff, you know, and we had to go on the radio, live on the air, and I felt so weird, you know, when you're not very good with the language and stuff. So, and I was talking like hell, you know, I was talking rap, 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 because I thought I'm in good shape as long as I'm talking. And the reason I did it was because I was afraid when the next question comes up, maybe I don't understand at all, you know.
So when there was one good question, so
yeah,
people have a hard time understanding.
It's different nowadays.
People even that speak English have a hard time understanding my English. So if you have any questions,
Where you from?
I'm from here, but I still just have a hard time speaking English. Now, do you ever write songs in German?
No, we never did, actually. I mean, I think for this kind of music, I mean, we grew up with English and American music, so this kind of music, it sounded perfect only with English lyrics, you know. So that's why it was for me when I started writing lyrics, even though I couldn't speak the language, you know.
So you wrote lyrics
it felt pretty natural, you know. In the early days, you know, I mean, I was singing like I made it sound like English. It wasn't English at all. It was like, what gave me something better, what gonna tell me, baby?
And everybody's
something
going,
like
yeah.
that. And everybody went like, yeah, that sounds great, you know. And I mean, but I was in trouble when the echo machine, you know, then I was gone, you know.
I don't think we can say that word. Anyways,
okay.
I mean,
German, it's okay.
Yeah, these Germans, what can we say?
well, anyway, here's the number 3, Skull Crusher of the week. Up 2 from last week. Here is AC/DC Thunderstruck. That was English, but you can't say that on MTV.
Oh, you put a beep on it.
Ricky Rackman here on the Headbangers Ball with the Scorpions.
That's right.
And,
All right.
Scorpions.
Scorpions.
The Scorpions.
Come out to play, yay. And we were talking about, you guys have always picked some interesting covers to do, other artists' songs.
That's right.
Now, you were talking about before listening to British and American rock and roll when you were growing up. What are some of the bands that you feel that you were influenced by?
I mean, I was definitely influenced by Led Zeppelin and stuff, you know. I'm not so much of a blues singer myself, but I always liked Robert Plant a lot, you know,
Right.
the combination between really rock songs like rock and roll and all that stuff and ballads, you know, like Stairway to Heaven, you know, and I think, I mean, for Scorpions, when we started, you know, we always had combination between ballads and rockers and stuff, you know, and I like Led Zeppelin.
And there is a
lot.
ballad definitely on this album.
There are two.
I heard there's
yeah.
a killer ballad on this album.
Yeah.
What are the 2 ballads called?
Wind of Change and Send Me an Angel.
Send Me, so those are the 2 songs we talked about, are the ballads.
Yeah, we have 11 songs on the album, you know, this time it's a lot of music.
Are you happy with the way it turned out? Are you really satisfied with this
Very
one?
happy. We're very happy, you know.
Yes.
We're feeling so strong about it. For us, it's in many ways, it feels like a new chapter. I mean, this band is around for a while.
Right.
But as I said before, you know, we spent so many years working with one guy, you know, in one place, you know. For us,
Like
I mean,
all
as
fresh
a
new
touring
start.
band, as a live band, we played all over the world almost. But as a recording band, you know, hey, we feel like kids again, you know. We go, hey, everybody's so motivated, and really, we had a lot of fun recording this album. It was different in many ways, yeah. It's 11, there are 11 songs on the album. They're all pretty good rock and roll stuff, some mid-tempo rockers, you know, like Money and Fame, or Restless Nights, the heavy stuff, you know. And there's a song you should check out. It's Hit Between the Eyes, you know. Yeah! There you are.
We're going to talk to these
Hit
guys
Between the Eyes.
about more of the stuff on their album and about when they're going to be hitting the road. Now, I got a letter not too long ago. Somebody asked why we played Iggy Pop on the Headbangers Ball. And for those of you that don't know, Iggy Pop played in a very influential band called Iggy and the Stooges. So if you don't think that Iggy is definitely rock and roll, maybe you want to check out some of his early stuff. And this new album is rock and roll. Now, the album is called Brick by Brick. Now, Slash and Duff from Guns N' Roses play on this song. Now, they're not in the video, but they do play on this song, and I just like saying the name of it. This song is called Butt Town. It's the Headbangers Ball. Ricky Rackman here with Klaus and Matisse from the Scorpions. Did I say it right? I'm trying, you know.
You're getting there.
I'm trying to get it. Matisse.
We call him Matthew sometimes.
Matthew?
You know? Matthew, why not?
Well, anyways, now the first video is from the album Crazy World, which comes out November 6th, so go out and buy it when it comes out. The song is Tease Me, Please Me. It's the first video. And I heard the song and I saw the video, and I like the song a real lot.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about the video.
We just did it recently, like 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles, and we try to keep it extremely simple, you know, so we appear to be like a garage band. Like
Back to the basic kind of
yeah,
feeling.
in a way, right, like we feel about the album in general. And
It was a huge garage, no?
the garage was pretty big, though.
Just,
yeah.
You're still a garage band. The garage
A little
is
bit
just getting a little
oversized,
bit bigger,
yeah, but
right?
still it was a
That's
garage.
right.
Yeah, and so you know, this is the performance part of the band, and then we had like a young kid, like somehow pleasing that lady living in that house where we played in her garage. And,
People, when they see the video, they'll get the idea what you guys are
I
talking
think
about right
if
now.
they see it once or twice, they will get it.
And they keep on requesting it, and you'll see it more and more and more. Right now, though, it's time for the number 2 Skull Crusher of the week. This is Warrant, and the girl's name is Bobby Brown, and she's going out with one of the guys in Nelson, and that, I just won't say anything. Here's Warrant, up 1 from last week. Here's Warrant with Cherry Pie. Hi. I gotta tell you a story. This is a true story. I went to go buy the Iron Maiden CD recently, and when I opened it up, ready to pop in the new Iron Maiden CD, Roy Orbison Legends Volume 2 was inside my Iron Maiden CD, and the Iron Maiden CD wasn't in there. I just thought I would tell you that story. Not that I don't dig Roy, because I dig Roy, but I wanted to hear the new Iron Maiden album, so I haven't really heard the new album yet, but I can tell you about Roy Orbison's Legends Volume 2. Right now, we've got the brand new Iron Maiden video from their new album, No Prayer for the Dying. And this video has got kind of the rough edge look to it, and there's a reason for that. Steve Harris shot the video. I mean, Iron Maiden knows what they wanted their videos to look like, so why not just have the bass player film the video, right? The whole video was filmed on his home camera. And here is a special introduction done by me and my pal, Eddie. Ricky Rackman here on the Headbangers Ball. I didn't mean to do that. It scared the heck out of me. Anyways, because they're getting ready, they want to know, when are the Scorpions going to be in your people's at home's hometown? When are we going to see the Scorpions on the road?
Well, actually, we start touring next month. I think it's the 23rd of November. We start in Italy, in Rome, and play through South and Eastern Europe, you know, and play all through Germany in December. Most of the time, we do some special Christmas shows. We have Winger with us, supporting us in Europe, and we are, until the end of January, we are pretty much touring all over Europe, Scandinavia, England, France, and then we come to the States, and I think for the first part of the tour, Winger will be with us as well in America, and I think we play until next summer over here, and then we will do some big stadium shows back in Europe. And after that, we go to Japan and hopefully Australia. You know, so it's going to be a busy year. Yeah.
Or longer than a year, would it sound like?
Longer than a year. But we're ready, you know, we're ready to roll. Last show we did was the Moscow Music Peace Festival, or the Wall in Berlin, okay?
But when was the last time, yeah, Moscow was the last time I guess we saw you play.
That's right. Last Scorpion show was in Moscow, 89, and we're ready to roll, and we're really looking forward coming back to the States and going back on the road again.
Everybody I know is really looking forward to seeing the Scorps coming live in our town soon.
To Sting, yeah!
Right now, it's time for the #1 Skull Crusher for the second week in a row. One of my favorite bands. Here's Queensryche with Empire. I like that song. That was the #1 Skull Crusher of the week, Queensryche with Empire. And in the next 30 minutes, you'll see a debut from Wrath and Every Mother's Nightmare. Now, you guys have been around for a while and seen a lot of new bands come and a lot of new bands go. What are some of the new bands that are out right now that you guys like?
I think I like Faith No More. Great band.
Anybody else that you think going to be huge?
I like the first album of the band Giant, for example. You know, they are new, but the album's out now for, I don't know, like a year almost. But I like that album a lot.
What was the last album that each of you guys bought?
Well, actually, yesterday we got The Living Color, you know, and we were on the plane to Atlanta and sitting in the first class section, and we had this stewardess, you know, she started dancing in front of us.
What airlines are you guys on?
You know,
I want to be on that airline.
You know, and I said, hey, Matthias, let's put some music on. You know, Matthias got his tape recorder.
And we had listening to that tape, so we were playing Elvis is Dead.
Elvis
and he
is
was
dead.
doing classical dance in the first class section and forgot to serve anybody.
See, I wouldn't know because I've never sat in first class.
She started
doing... first class has got dancing waitresses.
Great. Yeah, it's great.
I mean,
she started doing aerobics and stuff, you know. She really started doing aerobics, and I said, hey, let's pull the curtain up. You know, everybody else want to see that. Let's get everybody involved doing it. And some guy started already, you know, shaking and moving, you know.
I gotta get the number.
And we said, yeah, we have the right album title. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world.
Find out the name of your travel agent, because I think I'm going to be changing some of my travel plans, be on different airlines. Up next is Primus. Now, they're out on the road currently with Jane's Addiction. Lead singer, bassist Les Claypool has been friends with Kirk Hammett since high school, and at one point he actually auditioned for Metallica. And I just currently like saying the name of this album. It's called Frizzle Fry. And here is John the Fisherman, Frizzle Fry. Back on the Headbangers Ball, and of course talking to the guys from the Scorpions. Now, other than the recording of Crazy World, are there any projects that you guys are currently involved in or were involved in? That take up all your time?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
What kind of other stuff do you do? Like, I saw Francis at the Denver Grand Prix. I guess he's into auto racing. Are there any other kind of things that you guys are into?
We couldn't make it because we were still in the studio, but I mean, Matthias and me, we were with the tennis cracks, you know.
We were all going to go to
we were supposed
race
to go
there, but
yeah.
you know, always two have to like stay until the very end, so therefore we couldn't go, which was too bad.
We were in the studio doing the mixing and stuff, but we heard the guys had a lot of fun in Denver racing, you know, like hell.
Okay, right.
Herman crashed.
What was that?
Didn't he? Herman crashed.
I don't know, everybody liked Little Crash.
Everybody crashed.
Yeah.
Except the guys in Motley Crue who won first and second.
You see?
This is going to change.
Huh? So next time when the race...
Because we go back
these guys
tomorrow,
in
we
it.
go back to Germany tonight and rehearse on the German autobahn.
Is that when you're leaving? Yeah, there's no speed limit on that, right?
There's no speed limit. That's the only place. You know, when I go back to Germany, you know, and, you know, driving on the autobahn again, you know, it's like after...
What kind of cars you guys got?
Well...
You can brag.
Mercedes, Mercedes,
Uh-huh.
and stuff. You know, it's really fun to drive and stuff fast. But after, when you come from America, you spend some time over here. You know, you're getting used to this. You know, driving down the highway. You know, and stuff. It's different. I mean, we spent some time in Los Angeles this year recording the album. Every morning, you know, drove on the 105, 405. You know,
405.
San Diego freeway.
Yeah.
You know, get stuck in the traffic, turn on the radio,
great?
cranking up the stuff. You know, but it's different, you know, and you go back to Europe and it's like, you know.
It's like
How
a
was
video
it?
game.
Can you say that again? It's like that. Right now, here's a day for you. From every mother's nightmare, here is love can make you blind. Hey, if you would like to write to the Headbangers Ball, I would like to hear from you. And you can write to Headbangers Ball, care of MTV Networks, 1515 Broadway, 23rd floor. The what? 24th floor. We're moving up in the world. The 24th floor, New York, New York, 10036. I want to thank the Scorpions for showing up.
Thank you, Ricky. It's been a pleasure.
And one more time now, I don't want to plug the record again, but if I were to, we would tell you that the record is coming out November 6th.
That's right.
And it's called Crazy World.
Yep.
That's what the album cover looks like at home. So when you see it in your record stores, definitely go out and buy it. Crazy World out.
You mean we should...
November 6th.
We hope we get it for free.
It's a crazy world.
That's right. So there's just a little tidbit of what you're going to see. Once again, it was real cool to hang with you guys all night. It was real
Thank you. It's
fun.
been a pleasure.
Definitely
Enjoyed it.
excited to see you guys on the road. And right now, here is the last video of the night. Here is Debut from Wrath from their third LP, Insane Society. Here is Test of Faith. Write to us, or this kitty cat gets it. That's it for tonight's show. Once again, I want to thank the guys from the Scorpions, and I won't tell you that their record, Crazy World, is going to be out November 6th. Next week, you know, even scarier than the edition of Headbangers Ball where I wore shorts, we're going to have an edition that's even going to be scarier. It's next week. It's the Halloween edition, and we are going to be in New Orleans with Cinderella. What a scary name, Cinderella. But a great band, and they've got a new record coming out soon. Anyway, I had a lot of fun being here, and as we show the credits, which are all the wonderful people that helped make this show possible. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll see you next week for the Halloween show. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. See ya.